Hey guys, and welcome to a typical Sunday in my life at home. I do a spin class at 9:30 every week, and then after that I just did my own ab workout on this day. So my spin class was 45 minutes, so it finished at 10:15, and then I did my ab exercises for around about half an hour. Good morning guys, it is still the morning. It is like 11 a.m. so it's quite late. I basically went to a spin class this morning. Spin is at 9:30 on Sundays, and then I just stayed at the gym afterwards and did some abs and stuff, and now I'm back, so that's why it's quite late. I also went to bed super late yesterday as well because I was up phoning a friend in Australia, and then I went to bed pretty stressed with like decisions and things I need to do whizzing around in my head, and I just couldn't switch off, so I didn't have a very good sleep at all. Yesterday was a good day, but I just felt quite stressed at the end of it because adulting, making life decisions, big life decisions, honestly is probably the #1 stress for me right now anyways. I'm just gonna go downstairs, have breakfast, then come upstairs and get started. My green smoothie recipe is basically the same every day, well, the same staple ingredients, which is 1 ripe banana and then about 2 frozen ones. I normally end up eating 2 anyway if I don't put them all in. Then some frozen mango and pineapple, about half a cup in total, and then a huge handful of spinach. I basically finished off the whole bag that was in the fridge. I then added some spirulina powder, maca powder, and this multi-nutrient from VivoLife. I then sprinkled in some hemp seeds and added a bit of coconut milk. I added a bit too much water today, so I didn't want to make it too runny, hence why I only added a splash of coconut milk. Yeah, so my green smoothie every day looks green, but it tastes slightly different kind of every single day, just because I add a different powder or milk or flavor to it, so it's never always the same. I tend to add the same bulk things like bananas, frozen bananas, spinach, you name it, but they're always so versatile and you can just pack in whatever you want and just shove it all in, blend it up, and voila, you have your smoothie. So today I added the Thrive powder from VivoLife. That's really good. Ow, I just hit my tooth. Yeah, it's added a bit of a different flavor. The powders that I usually add most days are maca, because I love maca powder, and spirulina. But then, as I said, I added Thrive today. I normally add powdered like linseed or flaxseed. We don't have any, so I just added the whole hemp seeds. I should really have hemp hearts. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, it never tastes the same. Always tastes slightly different, and that's why I just love it so much. I really don't know how I went 3 months traveling without having this thing, but it's just made it taste even better now that I'm back. I'm wearing my Nana sweats today obviously, but yeah, Emily and I were sampling stuff, but our samples have gone missing in the post, and it's like, where are they then? So yeah, just thought I'd share that with you. Like, why couldn't it have just arrived? But sometimes you just get a bit unlucky, I suppose. I tend to start off with some admin, so finishing up replying to some emails, and the majority of them on the weekend tend to be to do with tutoring. After that, I then opened up my diary and just basically scheduled everything in for next week that I already knew about. So that included tutoring sessions, as I've just mentioned, and then I also planned a kind of workout routine for the next 7 days. There was also an open day that I wanted to go to in London, and that was for a particular master's course that I was interested in. And so moving on to the topic of master's applications, my top priority for today was to basically finish my personal statement, which I had started at the end of last year, but it wasn't yet completed, so I essentially spent the whole morning working on that. I've just been writing my personal statement. Basically, I started my personal statement before I went away, but I wasn't done. So I've been doing it now and it's almost finished. So that's exciting and just... It's almost done? Yeah, it's almost done. Oh. So you can read it later, yeah, dude? Yeah. Now I'm tutoring for 2 hours. Just had lunch. Peanut butter. I just want a spoonful of it. Because it tastes so good on the sign. Wait, is that the coconut one? No, this is the what is it? Banana and vanilla. Oh, I hate that. You don't like it? No, I love it. My lips are seriously blue from the cold, I think. Anyways, this one is so good. It's not. It is. It is. Emily doesn't agree. What do you not like about it? It's just rubbing the peanut butter. Just have normal peanut butter. I don't like it. It tastes weird. It's so good. I bought 2 of these. The cacao one, right? Oh, there was a cacao one, and there was this one. I found them in TK Maxx. They were like those random finds in TK Maxx. I think they're really good. The brand is Nature's Finest. They were quite expensive, but I think they were good. Whether you agree is down to you. Oh, okay. I don't know why, but every single day at this time, it's honestly freezing. It's the coldest time of the day. I don't know if it's me or the house, but where is my thing? Every day it is the same. I am freezing my face off, my tits off. I don't have tits, so we can't really use that one. Anyways, just plugged in my phone. The good old stylus. Yeah, this is a 2-hour session, so it will go really quickly. 3:30 till 5:30. It's all about muscles, biology, movement, all that stuff. So yeah, see you in 2 hours. So this 2-hour session was my only tutoring for the day. And as I said, 2 hours may seem like quite a long time, but it actually goes super quickly. Well, I find it does anyway. And then basically after that, I just went on my phone to reply to some messages, reply to friends, and also just post on my Instagram story, you know. I've just closed my blind. It's completely like pitch black outside and it's still super, super cold. But this room, oh my gosh, I swear I sort it out. I like semi-clean it. And the next thing I know, it's messy again. There is clutter everywhere. The desk is still cluttered. I mean, this screensaver though, I quite like it. It just suddenly went onto this cool screensaver. How is this still up here from the morning? I don't even know. That's my fault. Ooh, it's just, I can't even do it. I have one thing though today. Been fully breaking these trainers in, so that's good. And I have gotten a few things done today. I mean, I went into the weekend, so yesterday, being like, it's gonna be super productive. I was gonna do meal prep for the week and sort everything out and do loads and loads of things. And I think I have. I'm just not in the best mood. Well, I just feel stressed, basically. And I think that's why I'm constantly putting it down on everything. I'm in this awkward transition phase when I've just come back from traveling. I've been on this huge high and I feel like things have come tumbling down and I've hit like a rock bottom, because now I'm just like, what do I do next? And there is no right or wrong answer. I keep telling myself that, but I am just someone who always wants to be doing things and be moving on to my next adventure or my next big project. And if I don't know what I want to do, if I can't make that decision myself, because I find decisions so hard, then I just collapse and I feel stressed. That doesn't really make sense, I know, but this is my inner monologue and I just speak how I feel. Thank you, motorbike. So obviously today I've been focusing on getting my master's personal statement done, and I'm shooting that to the top of my list of things I need to prioritize right now, because deadlines are gonna come around before I know it, and if I take too long doing this stuff, I will have missed all deadlines and I won't have made any progress at all. But the thing I'm struggling with at the moment is deciding where I want to apply. I just don't know. We had this big conversation at the dinner table yesterday. We were all here at home, which is not rare, but it's not every day. So I kind of tried to open up that question yesterday and get some advice, and then I was just hearing so many different perspectives and opinions that I hadn't heard before and I hadn't considered, and so when I stir those into my pot and my concoction, it just makes me even more confused, because I'm like, as I've been talking about, I have been thinking in the back of my mind I was going to go back to Australia to do a master's to study there, but I obviously spoke to everyone at home when everyone was there and I was like, what do you guys think, you know? And we had like different thoughts, opinions. What about this? Have you considered this? Do you know how much it's going to cost? Have you thought about where you're going to live? And blah 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 blah. It hits you full force like a hurricane and you're like, well no, there's lots of things I haven't yet considered, and other people have their opinions and their 2 cents, which I obviously want to take into consideration, and it, yes, will be my decision, but I just don't know. Like, it's just made me think about a few more things that I hadn't really thought of before, and because I'm now back at home, the other big thing is like moving out. I'm moving out potentially with my sister, because as young people in general, it's so hard to move out these days. It's so expensive, it's so hard to get onto the property ladder or whatever. So if we're doing it together, it would be easier for us both, and if I lived with anyone, I would love to live with my sister. So we are definitely considering moving out, but my sister obviously hasn't been to Australia, hasn't travelled there, doesn't really want to move there, so we do Nana together and everything, so being on separate sides of the globe would be one issue, for example, that was considered. Also, another thing, for example, that was talked about is like, I want to obviously do nutrition. If I did it in Australia, would that qualification be transferable to the UK? And it probably wouldn't, because there's a separate foundation and a separate body that I know about in the UK. So it's all very complicated. Having thought about it, I'm like, yes, I would love to study at a top university, so literally all I want right now is for someone to just be like, Holly, okay, this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna do A, B, C, go. Why are you not focusing on my face camera? But all of those decisions are on me, and I hate decisions, and I try and like scurry away from them. That's why I didn't sleep yesterday, because I was trying to think about everything. I mean, I am gonna apply to UK universities. That's what I'm planning to do at the moment. I am gonna apply to a few, not just one, say on the other side of the world. There are really good courses in the UK that I've kind of overlooked. When I went back to the spreadsheet I made, I didn't write down any of the UK ones, and I researched them the other day and I was like, oh, these are good courses that I was just like overlooking because I had my mind so set on studying abroad. My brain is like a whirlwind at the moment. So many ideas and things to think about, whizzing around. I just think I have to go for something and not think too much about it. Even if I go a few steps in this direction, decide to change my mind and do something else, it's fine. But yeah, also another thing I should say is I've been getting the question from like not only people who watch my videos, but like friends and stuff, being like, why do you want to move out? The best reason probably is just because I've realized that I love being independent, and I've reached a point when I just want to pick up my independence sort of thing, pack it in a suitcase and take it with me and have a fresh start. I just feel like if I can try and take on every responsibility myself, I will learn so much, and I feel like I need that. I really do. A lot of people are like, why can't you just do the same things that you would do? It's not as simple as that. All I'm gonna say is family life is complex and hard. Family dynamics, family relationships, are not all sunshines and rainbows. Okay? Don't always make assumptions about someone's life. Sometimes it's hard to understand my reasoning for doing things or the reason why I feel a certain way, but that's because sometimes the full story is not always shared. Yeah, this was my adulting pile. We have a cute picture of a cat though on a card. Look, dude. Cute. Basically,
But you're gonna do it because otherwise you won't know.
yeah, I know. Okay, I'm trying to, what am I gonna do this year? I'm gonna try and take control or understand my finances. Finances is so confusing. Why do we not get taught how to do this in school? Do you not think?
Yeah.
It's true. We should get taught how to sort finances and do everything.
Are we talking about a household?
I've said that we are looking into moving out, me and you.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that dude living with me?
Oh, very excited.
Don't say with too much enthusiasm.
Oh no, I bet that something on the camera.
Emily's had a little operation. Quite a big operation actually.
Oh right, Jake, you need a phone.
Oh yeah, right, we're sorting out the credit card.
No.
Credit card is so exciting.
You just follow the steps.
I need to activate the credit card.
Put the camera down or you're not gonna do it.
Okay, bye. I achieved something, but I put the rest of it in a pile. Also, I had a letter from the opticianist saying eye test is long overdue, Holly. So I was actually pretty pleased with my personal statement, and luckily Emily thought the same. It was just the introduction that we both thought needed a bit of work. And with proofreading and getting other people to read the stuff that you write, I think it's so worthwhile doing. And if you have people around you, then just definitely ask.
Swoosh and in, swoosh and in, swoosh and in, and swoosh and in, and fall. Yeah, collapse. Absolutely lovely. How do you like your little room? It's so tiny. Like there's literally all it is.
I know. I played with the lightsaber the other day.
The lights.
Have you played with it?
Yeah, no, don't get it down, dude.
I got it down the other day, don't worry. You weren't even hit.
For God's sake.
Anyways.
Alright, bye.
Bye. Who is he? Hello. Jabba, calm down. Calm down. Where's your sister? Jump to me. Good girl, you brought the toy. Would you like me to move, ladies? Hey, stop it. For those of you that can't still tell the difference, this is barley and this is now Java. Yes, they look very similar, but we can tell them apart so easily. Bonding time. Bonding time with Java. Stop it, Java. You're obsessed with licking. Java licks everything. See? She just licks. Why do you lick everything? Java, you gonna sit in the bed? Good girl. Sit on Barley's face. That's right. Just sit on her face. This is their new fluffy grey bed. It's so cute. And we both just sit in it. Java's cleaning the bum. And then you're just gonna go and lick my hand. Thank you, that's lovely. Where's my water? I'm suddenly really thirsty for water. That's the only thing I'm gonna say. In an Australian accent. I basically wrote my personal statement. Success, finally. I need to send emails out to get references and then I can start sending off applications. I am gonna send the first ones off to UK universities, I think, and they all have application fees these days. Hi, I'm just complaining that I have to pay a fee to submit my applications.
Oh, it's all money.
I know, they want you to be in debt before you even start. Anyways, I'm sending them off to you London ones. London.
You sent it off today?
No, not today because I need references, transcripts, so much stuff. But I've got the bulk thing done, the personal statement, the PS. So I'm happy.
Not the BS, the PS.
Yes, not the BS, the PS. Not been too bad a Sunday. Oh, there's still a few things I actually need to do. I wanted to do. Let me just do this, have a shower, send a few more emails, and then that's me done for the day. So after my shower, I decided instead of doing my emails that I would listen to an audiobook whilst tidying my room to try and wind down a bit. And then I also just washed up the mason jar that I should have done earlier that day in the morning. And then I basically did my teeth before going to bed. So that was how my Sunday concluded instead. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, like it if you did, comment down below, and if you want to, you can subscribe, and I will speak to you very soon in another video.